Hello and welcome to Itenert. Are you planning to visit Kenya, but you do not know the places to visit? Then watch this video to the end. Kenya is a land of tremendous topography and distinctive culture. East Africa's favorite safari destination borders Tanzania to the south, Uganda to the west, South Sudan, and Ethiopia to the north, and the Indian Ocean lies to its southeast. This beautiful country boasts its imaginable landscape, incredible national parks, and game reserves, rich with big game, snow-capped mountains, breathtaking lakes, immense sweeps of savannah, equatorial forests, sweltering deserts, pristine beaches, and warm-natured people. Kenya is one of Africa's most popular destinations for a very good reason. With blissful Indian Ocean beaches, craggy mountains, lush forests and wildlife, rich savannahs. With numerous national parks, urban and rural cities, azure water bodies, geographical marvels, and pristine beaches, being some of the best places to visit in Kenya, this East African country has emerged as a popular tourist destination, not only among adventure lovers, but also among families and honeymooners. In this video, I present to you the top 10 of the many Kenya tourist places that you must not miss during your next trip to this African jewel. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Let's hear you in the comment box below by telling us your favorite place on the list. Now here are the top 10 best places to visit in Kenya. Number 1 on the list is Amboseli National Park. For iconic views, look no further than Amboseli National Park, close to the Tanzanian border, and east of the Mara. With the mighty, snow-capped Mount Kilimanjaro, the world's highest freestanding mountain, rising up across the border, the dramatic scenery is partly why it's one of the most beautiful places to visit in Kenya. Another reason is its healthy elephant population with giant tusks. There are the park's lions, cheetahs, hyenas, buffalo, giraffes, pelicans, martial eagles, blue-cheeked bee-eaters, and much more. Adorned by the gigantic Mount Kilimanjaro, Amboseli National Park is one of the top places to visit in Kenya for wildlife enthusiasts. Visit this place to spectate majestic views of the highest peak of Africa, and witness large herds of African elephants, and an extensive variety of wildlife such as zebras, giraffes, cheetahs, and innumerable bird species. Next on the list is the Kenyan Coast. The coast of Kenya is a beautiful place to relax, and discover the glamorous taste of the African tropics. This part of Kenya is filled with extensive coral reefs, marine life, and exotic beaches. Mombasa, Malindi, and Lamu Island are cultural melting points, and introduce Kenya's long, striking history, and shoreline activities. Along the Indian Ocean coastline, you can experience water surfing, boarding, windsurfing, deep-sea fishing, snorkeling, and other fun water sports. Haller Park, Diani Beach, Fort Jesus, Mita Creek, Old Town, Mombasa Marine National Park, and Reserve, North and South Coast Beaches, Mamba Village Center, and Malindi Marine National Park are the top-rated tourist attractions on the Kenyan coast. Easily amongst the most picturesque shores in Africa, Diani Beach is about 30 kilometers south of Mombasa and a short flight from Nairobi. Its white sands are lapped by the brilliant Indian Ocean, and backed by verdant forests, into which you can take nature walks, when you tire of sunbathing or kite surfing. Head out for a snorkeling tour, swim with whale sharks, enjoy a sunset dhow cruise, or simply kick back in a hammock with a good book. Nairobi is the third place you must visit in Kenya. With an energetic urban setting, Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, is known for its beauty, diverse cultures, monuments, landmarks, and wildlife. The city is replete with activities, and is a perfect choice for visitors looking to enjoy the fascinating nightlife, delicious dining, and excellent sports options. Nairobi National Park, Giraffe Center, Karen Blixen Museum, Bomas of Kenya, Muthaiga Country Club, and Ngong Hills are some of the top-notch places to visit in Nairobi. Nairobi is the capital, and the largest city of Kenya. It is one of the most popular Kenya tourist places, which is known for its legendary colonial history, sprawling infrastructure, tea and coffee industry, and wildlife parks. One should definitely visit this city to capture a glimpse of the historical heritage of Kenya, peep into its vibrant culture, spectate its vivid wildlife, and witness its stunning contemporary art. Next on the list is Lake Nakuru in the North Rift. Lake Nakuru belongs to one of the elite lakes in Kenya. The prime destination provides one of the best experiences for travelers around Kenya. The lake is rich in algae, which entice immense quantities of flamingos. The striking bird life teems with indigenous wildlife, to offer an amazing spectacle. The North Rift is packed with unique national parks and iconic landscapes. Samburu National Reserve, Hell's Gate National Park, Buffalo Springs, and Shaba National Reserves are home to many endangered species, and feature loads of memorable experiences. Lake Nakuru National Park is home to a vast number of bird species, most notably huge flocks of flamingos. They have been known to number in their millions, though the lake has seen a decrease in recent times. Lake Nakuru is one of the Rift Valley lakes, and the birds are attracted to the high levels of algae in the water. Pelicans, cormorants, the African fish eagles, Verreaux's eagles, Goliath herons, and hammerkops are also seen around the lake. In addition, you can spot black and white rhinos, Rothschild's giraffes, lions, and cheetahs throughout the national park. Lamu Island is the fifth best place to visit in Kenya. Kenya is not only noted for its safari reserves and savannah, but also its Indian Ocean coastline. The Lamu archipelago is amongst the most interesting places to visit in Kenya, as an area brimming with history. Lamu town was founded around 1370 as a Swahili port, that has since been inhabited by Europeans, Indians, and Persians. As such, it's a melting pot of multicultural influences. There are 23 mosques, a 19th century fort, and traditional dhow boats bobbing offshore. Then of course there are the surrounding peaceful and unspoilt beaches. The perfect place to unwind after a Kenyan safari tour. Travel back in time as you explore the oldest inhabited settlement in Kenya, the Lamu Island. It is one of the best places to visit in Kenya to witness its rich trading history, that reflects through its age-old buildings, which are a blend of British, Arabic, and Indian architectural styles. Strolling past the streets of the city, one can notice that the city still relies on dhows and donkeys for commuting from one place to another. Major attractions included Lamu Fort, Lamu Museum, and Manda Island. Before we move to the next on the list, if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. You can also tell us in the comment box below, your favorite place in Kenya. Now the number 6 on the list is the Aberdare National Park. In the cool highlands along the Great Rift Valley, Aberdare National Park is one of the most interesting places to visit in Kenya. Not only is it a lush mountainous region of valleys, rivers, waterfalls and forests, it is also home to extremely rare animals, such as the black serval, the black leopard, and the eastern bongo, the country's most elusive antelope. This is the place where Elizabeth II heard of her father's death, making her Queen of England. Treetops Hotel, where she was staying at the time, has since become a popular place for travelers to visit. Tsavo National Parks is another best place to visit in Kenya. Tsavo is the largest national park in Kenya, and one of the most extensive on the planet. The park is located beside famous attractions, Shulu Hills National Park, and nears the coast. This ultimate destination is divided into Tsavo East and Tsavo West. Tsavo National Parks possess unspoiled wilderness, and some of Africa's most diverse landscapes, from rolling volcanoes to open savanna. It is an idyllic place for spectacular scenery, nature walks, and solo travelers. Tsavo is split into Tsavo West and Tsavo East. Kenya's biggest national park covers 4% of the country's waterfalls, savanna volcanoes, and incredible animals. The most exciting part of the park is the east. Here, you will find elephants bathing in the red dust. Lake Victoria is number 8 on the list. Passing through 3 African countries, namely Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, Lake Victoria is the largest lake in the whole continent. It is one of the best places to visit in Kenya, where one can find peace amidst its tranquil environment, and also explore the extensive variety of aquatic life, which includes species like African helmeted turtles, variable mud turtles, Williams mud turtle, and 500 species of fish, which include non-native fishes like African tetras, cyprinids, air-breathing catfish, and bagrid catfish. Mount Kenya region is the next best place to visit in Kenya. Situated at an altitude of 5,199 meters, Mount Kenya is the second highest peak in Kenya, and also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This national park was established to conserve the endangered wildlife of the surrounding areas of Mount Kenya. It has now developed into a full-fledged tourist attraction, and is one of the top Kenya sightseeing places, that is known for its exhilarating wildlife safari tours. The stratovolcano was created around 3 million years ago, when the East African Rift, part of the Great Rift Valley, opened up. Today its lower slopes are covered in forests of bamboo and African rosewood trees, and the mountain runoff provides water for over 2 million people. With its rugged snowy peaks and glaciers along the upper slopes, Mount Kenya is one of the most beautiful places to visit in Kenya. Travelers hoping to summit can either hike to Point Lenana, one of the 3 peaks, taking the world's highest via Ferrata route, Iron Way, or climb to the highest point, Badian Peak, though this requires experience of technical climbing. Masai Mara is number 10 on the list. A must-visit place in Kenya is the Masai Mara National Reserve. It's one of the most famous safari destinations on the continent, but you can escape the crowds by heading to a private concession on the edge of the reserve. Aside from not being accessible to the general public, concessions have the advantage of allowing activities not permitted in the National Reserve, bushwalks and night drives, for example. The Masai Mara is one of the best places in Africa for big cat sightings. Lions, leopards and cheetahs are all easy to spot. Then of course, there's the big ticket draw, the year-round migration that sees nearly 2 million wildebeest, plus 500,000 antelopes, and thousands of zebras, following the rains around Tanzania and Kenya. The most anticipated part of this journey is the dramatic Mara River crossings, that occur between August and October as the animals enter Kenya. Thank you very much for watching the video to the end. These are not all beautiful places in Kenya. There are more than 30 beautiful places you can visit. The ones mentioned above are the main ones and a pointer to what you miss each time you postpone your trip. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Let's hear you in the comment box below, if your favorite place in Kenya made the list. You can also watch my other videos on places to visit in other countries in Africa on the screen. Thank you for watching and bye for now.